Good morning, beautiful souls. Rebecca Thompson here, and wherever you're watching this in with your radiant femmes, beautiful beacons, wherever you are, this is a vulnerable share today, and I kind of contemplated as to whether to share about this. I'm not going to share some of the details, but it's an important thing to share, and I'm not sure how this is going to come out, but I'm just trusting anyway. And feeling into what around this truly needs to be shared in a way that you can all receive, because it gets kind of big. And where I'm working right now on a quite sort of quantum level, but I want to try and put it in some words that you can really receive, that's going to really help you. So the mantra that I put up here was something like, I can't remember the exact words now: when I open my heart to all, I awaken the sovereign power of all of creation within me. What do I mean by that? That when we can truly open our hearts to love, and this is such a deeper concept than our mind can even understand. What does that mean, love, unconditional love? It's being able to hold an open heart of compassion no matter what happens. If you can hold an open heart of compassion and stay anchored no matter what, then you awaken your capacity to create anything, because you are not in any resistance to what is, because your heart can stay open no matter what. Now, I had an opportunity to take this next level this weekend. We had a family crisis, and in that moment, and several moments of expanded time, if anyone's been in a crisis moment, you know how time can kind of speed up and slow right down. You'll know what I mean. There were emotions of anger, of fear, of deep sadness, of compassion, of confusion, of despair, of all of these emotions, just about every emotion. But what was amazing through this work that I do, and for myself to witness myself in this, was this capacity to stay open, not to become fixed on a point of pain and suffering. Because this is what we often do as humans, right? We get attached to something around pain and suffering. We want to try and get it explained. We want a judgment around it. We want something to happen around that in order for us to feel better. But what if your environment is not responsible for you feeling better? What if your job is to stay with an open heart no matter what? No matter whether you are feeling despair or anger or sadness or confusion, or you desperately want to blame or judge or make someone else responsible. And all of these emotions were moving through for me at the weekend at different times. But what I was able to witness is my capacity to stay open in my heart no matter what, which allowed these emotions to move through so that I didn't get stuck in anything. I didn't get stuck in anger. I didn't get stuck in confusion. I didn't get stuck in any of that. We're going to feel human emotion. The important thing is that there is motion in the emotion, that it moves through, and that you're able to see it for what it is. Because I had several choice points at many times over the weekend to get stuck and hooked into one of those emotions. And the main emotion that stayed was sadness and compassion. And there's still some sadness with me now. But at the same time, there is compassion. We can keep an open heart and still feel these feelings. You can have an open heart and feel angry. Sometimes you need to feel freaking angry, but it doesn't mean we shut down our heart. Yeah. Oh, it's huge. And here's what happened in this capacity to stay open, is that yes, the emotion moved through. Not only was there a capacity to deal with more and move that through in such a short, really, space of time, and to come to a deep sense of peace within myself, in spite of the sadness, in spite of, you know, this deep event that happened. But not only that, I was able to facilitate a healing, let's say maybe discussion circle around those involved with this event, that allowed a heart opening and a healing of the crisis. So here's the thing, is that when you can hold your presence with an open heart, not only does your capacity to create worlds get activated because you're in no resistance, this creation capacity affects others. Your ability to stay in your presence and open heart around others facilitates their awakening, facilitates their opening, facilitates their compassion and understanding and resolution, facilitates their ability to move through their emotion. And one of the most powerful things we need as humans is to feel understood, is to feel heard, is to feel that we are surrounded by compassion no matter what has happened. And I think, you know, that is just one of the biggest gifts that we can give to the world right now, is to be in compassion and to be in kindness and to be in understanding and to be in self-responsibility for the consequences of our actions and our thoughts and our words and our behaviors, no matter what, without blame, without judgment, without guilt, without shame, but to be able to keep an open heart. This is just huge. This is huge on a personal level. This is huge on your family level. This is huge on a global level. So if you are in any way, shape or form confused about how to do that, then please reach out, because this is at the essence and the fundamental aspect of the work that I do. And I understand our humanness, and I understand our sovereignty, and I have such a belief in both, and that we can create this union. And when we create this union, it has the power to transform, and then crises become incredible healing opportunities, and every moment becomes an absolute blessing and an absolute gift, instead of getting locked into pain or suffering or guilt or shame or blame or fear. What if you could have the ultimate freedom and the ultimate capacity to create, and the ultimate peace and the ultimate joy and the ultimate healing in every moment? That is the gift that is available to us. And so, however shocking and traumatic this crisis was for us this weekend, I am in so much gratitude actually right now for the gifts of healing and expansion that it has given us. And I hope just having this conversation here with you helps something to shift. And if you Indy's having a little moment of something, and if you feel like you would need some help and direction around this, then please reach out, particularly if you're in the Sunshine Coast, Brisbane, Southeast Queensland area, because there are, you know, in-person events and you know, programs that I run around this that you are welcome to attend, to get a taste of what I mean by being able to anchor and open into the heart no matter what. And often the first step is actually not to do with the heart. All right, so yeah, and that's something that a lot of people get trained in, trying to open their heart, but without an anchorage of safety, without a foundation that I teach in the work that I do, it's very hard for us to stay open when we're triggered in pain. And that anchoring needs to happen somewhere else in your body, which is the fundamentals of where I start in the work that I do when I share how to do this. Yeah. All right, my lovely. So do reach out if you have any questions around that, or would love to get a taste of this, or just learn a little bit more about this work of what I do and how I can hold this open heart no matter what. All right, my loves. Wishing you the most beautiful day. Have a fantastic week. Love to you.